Hey Blossoms, happy May already. Exciting. We have had an amazing beginning of this year and we're going to move right on through the summer and into crazy fall. Wait till you're here for a fall. Fall's amazing. We'll talk about that later. So let's talk about our May training video. First, I want to mention a change that's going to happen. As you all know, we have done the Take a Look events that we invite the potential recruits to every week. We were joining in, for those of you who are kind of new, we were joining in with our bigger team, like the one above us that we broke off of. We are done doing that. We're taking them on our own and we are going to run them. And we leaders of Blossoms have decided to do one every other week for numerous reasons. And most of you will not even notice the change, but I just want to tell you it'll be every other week now, and I will always have it in the pin post, the Take a Look event, the last one, and as soon as we make the next one, I put the next one in there. So, really, what I do all the time, the best thing is there are some people who don't love the Take a Looks. I still like them, but their reasoning is, it's really great to make a personal contact with your recruits and chat with them and answer their questions. So I kind of usually answer questions. I usually share Tabitha's FAQ video, frequently asked questions, not like you don't know that. So her FAQ video, which I love, if you don't know what it is, I will try to remember to put it in the comments. I should put it in the pin post. I usually share that. I sometimes even share that right in the party and in my recruiting post. And then after kind of that, I will say, hey, would you like to be added to a Take a Look? So you really want to make that personal. You don't just want to go, oh, good, you're interested. Do you want to go to a Take a Look event that you can answer questions? I know you know that. But my point is, the personal aspect makes it much better. So I don't want to say it's a last ditch effort because I still invite most every recruit probably that I've ever had to one because I think it's a great learning, but being personal is the best. So we are going to do them every other week. Now, what I do is when I tell someone, even if it's like Sunday and I know there's a Take a Look coming up on Tuesday, I never add them to that new one. I personally always add them to the past one because they're excited. If they want to know about it, they're excited. You want to jump in on that excitement. You want to say, hey, this one already happened. You can just check out the numbered post and I don't even know, lost my train of thought. But you want it, I like inviting to the past one. They can right away look at it, follow those numbered posts up, and they're like, oh, I love this company. So, and then when you check in like the following morning, say, hey, did you have any additional questions? So that's why I think 2 weeks is just fine because who cares? Just add them to the old one and then, come Monday or Tuesday, if the new one's happening that night, great, add them into the new one. So it'll be every other Tuesday. You'll see in the pin post when we're having them and we'll try to post them when we make the link. Okay, that is the first issue. The second issue that I want to, I guess it's not an issue, training. What I mainly want to talk about this month, many of you came to and if you didn't come, you should check it out now, to the summer reading training that we had last night. It was put together by another amazing leader. I think she's an executive leader, maybe senior executive. Suzanne, she's so sweet. I sat by her at ALR and I really liked her right away. She was just, hi, how are you? And just took me kind of right in because I didn't know anybody. So she was very sweet. So she put that together. Let's see. I should go back to bare bone basics here because many of you are new and most of us have not run a Reach for the Stars. And essentially, what this summer reading challenge is a Reach for the Stars. It's not going to be a huge one as if you were doing it with an elementary school. Obviously, we never know. I mean, some people will have more families do it. Some people will have a few. I mean, I'll be happy if I get 3 or 4. Last summer, I'll be ecstatic if I have a lot more. But last summer I did one, so I do have some experience with it. I did one for my hometown library, and it was their summer reading. And I went in and I set up a little display table and I talked to the kids and showed them some of our books. I explained it to the parents, and those kids got sponsors. So if you're new, here we go. Reach for the Stars is an amazing literacy program, probably my favorite program that we offer because kids are getting rewarded for their reading. And typically, a usual one is the organization, like the school or the library. Okay, so a child will get, I don't, I don't go well in order here. I should write this down. So each child is going to get sponsored. They're going to ask grandma, grandpa, aunts, uncles, friends, whoever, for pledges. A great idea is when the little kid will make a little 20-second video. Hi, I'm reading, blah, blah, blah. And their mom posts it on Facebook. That's awesome, to get some sponsors that way. So say kid A gets $100 in pledges. That child, at the end of their reading, and you're going to choose because you're kind of making this up. You can totally do what I'm doing. I don't care. I'm going to share with you everything I'm doing. But the one I did last summer was 2 weeks long. They read for 300 minutes over the 2-week period. That's standard. That's usually what we offer to schools. So they filled in their little stars. I read, 30 minutes every day, or I was read to if I'm too little, and they fill those in. At the end, if child A gets $100 in pledges, then 50% went to them and 50% went to the library. Love it. So they are earning books. They are earning books for their library or their school, and they're proud of that too. So it's a fantastic program. Fantastic. I would love to do it in a school someday. But so for this summer reading, I think I'm going to do mine for 6 or 7 weeks. I have to tweak it out a little bit. I'll have it tweaked by the time you see this, but I'm in the process of tweaking. And what I'm going to say is the child can choose 100% of all those pledges at the end of their reading to be rewarded with books of their choice. Awesome. Or if that child, or the mother, of course, or if the child wants to donate 25%, they can choose a teacher. If they go to school, maybe they want to pick their teacher because a lot of times teachers have to spend out of their own pockets to get books for their classroom. So that child can choose to donate, maybe even to his local library, whatever. If he wants to do that, he or she, that's awesome. That's going to be their choice. I'm going to have that written up for them. But either way, I mean, when you read the statistics, which I'm going to have in there about summer slide, I even know with my own kids, I mean, we homeschool, we have lots of books all over. I'm hiding my messy bookshelves from you, my computer closed. But, and I try to keep up reading in the past over the summer. And, I was blessed with my first one because he just reads like nobody's business. He just started a book tonight. He's already done before bed. He just reads. But I noticed with my second one, I didn't keep it up after we had started and slid back down, in the reading level. So I'm not doing that again. So even if you just want to do this program with your own children, get sponsors and you'll see. If you haven't seen the training yet, that's what one of the ladies did. It was awesome. Even with my tiny few families in my hometown, it was still like $800 in pledges, which one is great for your sales, two is great for, it's just great. You can already figure that out. It's just great. So I am going to, I know you saw my mess behind me. Okay. I'm going to show you what I did, what I'm doing, and what I'm going to share with you. I'm going to put up the group that I started, and this group, I am going to personally go to tons of my past parties. I don't think I've ever posted really much on my past parties. I'm going to do it for this. I'm going to write up the blurb. I'm just going to write, I don't know what, still thinking of it. I'm going to put it on all my past parties, my mystery hostess party, my current parties, my parties in May, and I'm just going to tell them a little bit about it, say how 100% of the money goes back to the child, and then I'm going to invite them to this group. I created a Google survey. I'd never done anything like that, so I was very proud of myself. I YouTubed it, so if you don't know how to do it, I learned very shortly, and I watched like a 6-minute YouTube video, how to make a Google survey. Very easy. So I did that. So they're going to fill out a survey and they are going to get me some information. Probably right away I will email them some of these papers. Still thinking about it, but I'm going to mail them a physical, hard old snail mail copy, which, is Dear Parents, Reach for the Stars, an exciting summer program club that rewards kids with for reading with free books and provides books for deserving children in our community. If I want to put in the community, if they want to. So I'm going to reword some of these. There are extra things, you know, and the woman that I got these from, she had even extra things than this. Like, I tweaked it. You can tweak it. This is so flexible. If you don't want to offer an extra thing, she had for every, if you get $100, I changed it to $150. If they get $100, they get to pick an extra activity pack. So in my brain, my people are not all going to be local to me. If they were all local to you, that's awesome. You could enter this and you could use all the free hostess rewards to get these kind of extras. I'm feeling that none of mine are going to be local to me, so I'm going to have them all shipped here. I'm probably going to use my commission. I don't know, I made that up. I have to logically think how this is going to work. If I will be able to, you can decide for yourself. If you're just doing it for your own kids, whatever. I mean, you're going to decide if you're doing it for a local homeschool group. You can do this. You can add on fun extras. Hey, you get 100 in pledges and get an extra this. So you tweak it to whatever you need. I'm going to have to probably mail them out from my house. So I am not sure how I'm going to do that. But like I said, these are totally editable. They were not like locked in place. This just tells the dates. You know, if you're trying to hit a promotion month or what have you, if you need those sales in June, do it for 4 weeks. Start it last week of May. Completely up to you. Do 4 weeks summer reading, whatever you want. If you want them to get their books a little earlier and shipping might be 3 weeks, then end it middle of July. I might change mine to be a week before this and do 6 weeks just so they can get them early August, you know. So you tweak it, but you're going to have to tweak it. Okay, we have, here's their sponsor sheet. We'll fill this out. What's this? The reading log. And you know, this lady, like I said, I changed her. You can do what you want. You don't have to give extra free. 400 minutes, awesome. That's their littlest. They have to do at least 400. If they do 800, I said they'll get a free cinch bag because I'm going to be mailing all their stuff anyway. I'll order some cute cinch bags in back office and they'll get a cinch bag. They're a star reader. She had a t-shirt. She was just going to buy her own t-shirts. No, I thought cinch bag was easier for myself. Okay, she has a superstar medal if you read 1200 minutes, which is awesome because that's what we're doing. We are promoting literacy. We want these kids to be superstar readers. So I like that. I'm keeping that one in. And I got on to, I'm sure I just Googled it and I put in like reading medal and I found some that were like $2 each or $1 each. So I'll probably order those depending on if I have people do it and how much they do it. All right. So all these forms, I'm going to mail these right to the mamas. Oh, and all these just tell about it. So you can print these out, you can tweak them, you can make it look how you want it to look. And I totally suggest doing it. I totally suggest it. I think it's an amazing program. I think it'll help give us experience in all these different areas because all of us are kind of new. I mean, if I'm the oldest one here, it's only been a year. So you're all new. And I think these are fabulous. And it's easy to do. You know, you don't have to do a reach for the stars away from your home. You can do it right from your home, invite people you know, and okay, probably everything I already said. So I won't ramble too much about that. I think you all probably get it. If you want to, definitely check out the training from last night if you have. They talk a lot more detail about Reach for the Stars. There are trainings in your back office that will help you. There are how to put it in Order Pro if you're doing that way. Lots of good information around. All right, my last thing I want to talk about, I'm already at 14 minutes. So it is now May. Most of you probably haven't been here. I feel like a seasoned veteran. Not really, a little bit. So I've been through a summer, I've been through a spring, a summer, a fall, a winter, and I did direct sales a little bit before I got married. I did Tastefully Simple, but I just did home parties. It was probably 13 or 14 years ago. So I really didn't understand the whole selling season. I guess it's obvious because, you know, the months before Christmas, we go in stores and there's Christmas stuff everywhere. So you know, and you logically know that there are seasons that are better for sales and not as good for sales. Just makes sense. But I didn't think about it, and I guess I didn't care, because that's just how I would just go with it, go with the flow. I'm very good with the flow. But just to give you a tiny bit of advice from my seasonedness, is that a word? Yes, I'm promoting literacy. We're going to call that a word. So, summer was slower. I definitely felt it was. Possibly people would have much better answers than me. I would say people going on vacation. I mean, you're spending money other places, and like education's a little like off your brain because you're just excited to be out of school and your kids are out of school. And you definitely see more sales in the earlier spring. I feel like, sorry if I'm leaning incorrect, because I did have amazing parties in the summer. I did. I think it was just a little lower. And, I never did not hit Hawk 2. So obviously I still did well. I'm not saying I didn't, but the parties were less. And you had to work a little harder. I mean, compared to fall, and this is what I'm talking about, the ebb and flow of the sales business. And I'm saying this because I don't want anyone to get discouraged in the summer. Usborne, I feel like, is brilliant in many ways, of course, but I feel like I figured this out last year. Sorry, not a big old, woohoo, I can't believe she figured it out. January, which is a slower month because people just spend all their money on Christmas, and summer. When do we get our new catalogs? January and June. New catalogs, over 100 new releases both times. So brilliant. And also, that's when we have our trainings and our convention. And when you go to convention, you come home, you're like, oh my gosh, I have all these goals and I'm just gonna like make this and you're just motivated and excited. So they're kind of brilliant for all their timing and placement of everything. And because now, like, so before Christmas, I could say, oh, you're having over 100 new releases come out. How about I get back to you in January and we'll book a new release party? Get them excited for new releases, all your, guests who want to book a party. Same thing. That's what I'm going to be doing in May. Most of you probably know that, but I'm just saying. In May, I'm going to say, oh, in June, we're having all these new releases. I can't wait. Blah, blah, blah. It's so exciting. Let's do a new release party then. That's awesome. That I feel is so important to get you rolling through the summer and to just be pushing those new releases and the excitement of those new releases because it's very exciting. I don't know. I totally need more bookshelves because I want them all when they come out. So it's very exciting. All right, where am I going with that? Okay, so if your summer in the sales business, it's not going to be like always booming. It's just not, and that's fine. That's what we do. We're in the sales business. So, but wait till fall. So now I've seen a fall. I have lived through the fall Usborne season, and you want it to slow down, but you don't, and you're very excited for it. But oh my gosh, it was intense. And I knew it was just a few weeks that like October, November was crazy, exciting and crazy. And I had heard you'll have people coming out of the woodwork when a book parties. There was a lot of parties and boom, I don't know. I can just say fall is very exciting. So don't be like, oh my gosh, it's August and this is not working. This is not working for me. Guess what? Summer is gonna be slower. I'm warning you now, putting that in your head. It's gonna be. And it's gonna be awesome. It's the way it's supposed to be. It's the ebb and flow of business. Don't get sad. And you might have a rocket in the summer and be like, well, you have no idea what you're talking about. Because I mean, mine was good. It was harder. See, I don't care. I just go with the flow. So it's hard for me to say. Point was, I mean, come like June, May last year, if you read my story, I started in March. May, I had one party on the books. I was like, okay, I'm done. Told my husband I already made more than I thought I would. I just wanted the big box books. I don't care. One party. End of May. I was like, whatever, I'll just focus on school and libraries. That's totally fine with me. I don't care. And made more than I thought I would in the beginning. And then just had this one awesome party and June was full, July was full, and it was pretty steadily for me until fall went crazy up. So you might have that. I don't know. Why am I telling you all this? I'm warning you of ebbs and flows, not that you don't know it, but it's good to hear it. It's good to hear. I mean, this May for me has been, April. Right now, it's May when you're watching. Still April for me. So April was my hardest month, I would say, since last May when I started. Whew. cancellations, $100 parties, pulled off my Hawk 2 by the skin of my teeth, which was good. I wanted that Apple Watch. I don't even know if I'll use it. I just had to earn it because they're very smart with their challenges. I just have to earn them. So yeah, it was a very hard month for me, and I feel like I'm barely having bookings going into May. I have like 4 or 5 on the books, which is good. Hopefully they don't cancel. One already has, but no, it happens to all of us. And last night I had a great party, great participation, meaning like 5 or 6, but in April there wasn't much beyond that. It was at my mystery hostess party, and like 2 of them, I think just their mothers came. Anyway, so all these people, and I even like messaged them like, oh please. I did get one party out of it, but I think she wants to join. So I'm not doing my 2 to grow, which I want my 2 to grow parties. I want 2 for every booking, and this is just not. I've not been getting them lately, so no, it happens. So anyway, I feel that summer push coming on where I got to work a little harder, but I will. I will book outside the box. I will work. I will message, and it will be fine. And then fall will come, and it'll be crazy. I talked way too long about that, but I hope you understand where I was going. And that's all. So I hope you all do a great summer reading challenge. I think it's going to be fabulous for many reasons. And I hope you all have a wonderful May. I can't wait to meet some of you at convention in like a month. And that's all. Have a great day.